All right, you're watching Morning Express, and let's shift things a bit before we take it to another level. And I'm joined in studio with Lissa Maranga, who's a contestant, the Face of Kenya UK pageant. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Tell me, you're the Face of Kenya in this UK pageant.
I'm not the Face of Kenya yet.
Yes.
The finals will be on the 21st of June. That's when they decide. There's actually 15 contestants taking place.
All right.
And we are all, trying to actually be the Face of Kenya in the United Kingdom.
So talk to me about what you do and why you got into this first.
Currently what I do?
Yes.
Something totally different. Now I work as a banking consultant, but the reason I decided to join this pageant is because what the pageant is about, it's not just your normal pageant where it's just about, I'm not disrespecting any pageant, but it's not just rattling or catwalking.
Yes.
This is a pageant with a difference. It's a pageant where if you get the title, you become an ambassador for your country. And also part of that as well, as a contestant, not necessarily a winner, you're supposed to come back home and do something for the community. So you're supposed to give something back to the community as well. So it gives you the opportunity to
And what are you passionate about, Lissa?
Oh, I'm passionate about so many things, but in terms of the community and giving back to the community, for me, it's got to be the subject of HIV in Kenya. So that is that's the cause that I've decided to give back to and try and, do something about that.
Okay, so this is different. As you mentioned, it's not just your normal pageant, if you like. We have here because we were looking for someone who can not only get involved in the community, but do something with their time on that. So talk to me a bit about this pageant. So help me understand what it is and why it even came about.
Okay, the Face of Kenya beauty pageant came from the idea where we have got this stereotypical perception of what not just Kenya is, but what Africa is in general to the world. But in particular, Face of Kenya UK is about changing this perception, branding Kenya, because obviously in this day and age, it's all about the brand. And brand Kenya needs to be made exactly what it is. And we need to try and sell Kenya as something that you actually want to be and you're proud to be identified with. So Face of Kenya is all about branding Kenya, giving it a new look, and selling it to the rest of the world, but specifically in the United Kingdom, which is where we're based.
You're based in the United Kingdom right now?
I am, yes.
What is the Face of Kenya right now in the UK? From your perspective and from your close friends working, whatnot, what is the Face of Kenya? How do they perceive us?
Well, the current perception of Kenya is obviously what you see, what they see on the telly. And I come from a media background, so I understand how influential the media is. And because this is the channel that creates or molds people's perception of the world. And the perception at the moment is we've got the safaris, it's a beautiful country, but unfortunately there is the issue of insecurity at the moment. I can remember me telling anyone that I'm going home for 2 weeks. And they're like, oh my God, will you be safe, But, it's my country, and I know, yes, it's insecurity, but it's not something that we cannot tackle, and it's not something that the rest of the world should be scared about. So, yeah, there is a little bit of that.
And what do you think, after this pageant, and, as your role increases, suppose you win and become the Face of Kenya in this pageant, what would you like to be, in your mind, the Face of Kenya?
I think what I'd like to do is rebrand, not necessarily rebrand, because we've got a good name as it is, but we just need to work on that, and we need to show the world what are the things that we've got to offer. We need to show them that we believe in ourselves. We need to believe in ourselves, and we believe in what we're about and what we can give the world. And there's a lot of things that we can also learn from the world and bring into us and make it work for the whole picture.
What is the panel looking for, Lissa?
The panel are looking for someone that can actually sell Kenya, someone who's passionate about the community and giving back. Are
you that person?
I'd like to believe I am.
I'm listening.
I'd like to believe I am, and I say this because, like I said, I've always had, and the more because I've done quite a few interviews, the more I've spoken about it, the more it's come to surface to myself, that it's something that's always been sat in me. I worked for KBC, and whilst I was working at KBC, that's about 14 years ago, you would wake up in the morning, and we didn't have shows like this, where you're talking about local issues, which is very important. You would wake up, and all you'd see on telly is CNN. So people are so informed about what's happening to the rest of the world, but they were not really informed about what's happening to us or to Africa. So I proposed to the editor-in-chief then that I'd like to do an African magazine program, because I thought people need to know what Africa is, not being told by the international press, but by us. Yes. So I started that program. I went to the UK, and as an international student, there is something they call the International Student Body, and they sent an email saying, for international students, you've got representatives that can air any concerns that you have. But they had representatives from Asia, America, Europe. There's no one from Africa. So I emailed the committee and I said, well, this is really not a complete international body because there's no one representing Africa. So I was actually selected to be the first Afro-Caribbean representative for Bournemouth University. So, and then after that, I did my thesis. My master's thesis was on negative reporting on Africa by the Western press. So to me, this is something that's been in me. It's something that I feel passionate about. I think we need to tell our story. I think we need to brand ourselves, and we need to sell ourselves to the rest of the world. And that's what I believe on.
I completely share that with you. Got about a minute left. Sell yourself, Lissa.
Sell myself, right. First of all, I want Kenyans to be aware of what we're doing in the UK. We're trying to sell ourselves. I think this is something that we could do together, which is why I'm here, because I need to let Kenyans know exactly. There's no point us being in the UK doing always selling Kenya. No one knows about it. So I just need to know Kenyans that know that this is what we're doing. Also, yeah, the online voting is closed at the moment, but you can go to my page. My name's Lissa Maranga, my Facebook page. Like my page, that's a way of you showing support. And also, just so you know that I really feel passionate about, I think my cause that I'm supporting is a cause that's close to every Kenyan's heart. So please also take part in that. I've got a donation page. I'm doing a skydive in Salisbury next Saturday, and this is just to try and raise money for Nyumbani Children's Home and aid the efforts that we're trying to achieve and eradicate HIV.
Fantastic. Are you coming back how many times, Lissa?
Well, hopefully. I tend to come every year, so...
No, like come back and, you know...
If I win...
If you win, you come back.
I get 2 weeks in Kenya, so I will definitely be coming back if I win.
All
but if not, I'll do my best.
All right.
Come back anyway.
That is Lissa Maranga on Facebook as well?
I'm on Facebook, yes.
Twitter?
I'm on Twitter as Idafedi, which is Elizabeth in my granddad used to call me that. So I'm Idafedi on Twitter. And I'm on Instagram as well as Idafedi.
Okay. You got the information. Please go to the Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, follow her, like her page, and engage her. We're going to continue watching One Express. Shortly, we'll take this to a different level when we come back. Do stay with us.